malas ork ruquatas forchekrapnar brok greurol draibul torakigen vask suda unskas jask onar.
You may be correct on that.
Gertas tona unskas. Takrunar kunska robjek. Darkrivo texas yazen.
You're here. It's a great pleasure to meet one of the Republic's finest. I read the report about your handling of Nayland Raylock on Tython. Extraordinary work for a young Jedi.
How did you learn of this?
People in the know stay that way by employing people like me. I represent Venara Kale, Senator of Coruscant. She not only speaks for our capital world in the Galactic Senate, but oversees this planet's government. Senator Kale leads the effort to rebuild what was destroyed during the Sith Empire's invasion. Healing those old wounds has been slow and painful.
You're here collecting credits for the reconstruction. Is that it?
A person with your skills can provide more substantial aid. This world faces many a crisis. A shattered infrastructure, a booming refugee population, whole sectors descending into anarchy. All of these hinder the rebuilding. Senator Kale believes you're specially qualified to deal with a dangerous and urgent threat. She'd appreciate the favor of a meeting. Immediately.
A great Jedi has fallen ill. She is my priority.
Keep an open mind. What's good for Senator Kale is good for Master Yuan as well. Senator Kale is the greatest leader we've had in decades. She'll not only rebuild this world, but the rest of the Republic with it. Speak to Minister Imo at the Senate Tower. Tell him you're expected. Good luck, and welcome to Coruscant.
Bemerati haivo, semper finstjun, umnesan, dumul ganyornal.
Thank you for coming on short notice. I'm Senator Venara Kale. Forgive my abruptness, but time is a luxury I don't possess. As you may have heard, Coruscant is overwhelmed with refugees fleeing Imperial tyranny. Many have been here since the war. The refugees took over the old galactic market sector, huddling in shops and warehouses that were abandoned during the sacking of Coruscant. They refused to leave.
Is the Republic doing anything to provide for these refugees?
Resources are scarce. There's only so much we can do. As so often happens when fear and poverty dominate, a criminal element has risen to take advantage of the situation. The Migrant Merchants Guild began as a political advocacy group for refugees. Over the years, it transformed into a ruthless and murderous criminal syndicate.
Do the gangsters have a power structure? A leader?
It's a consortium of powerful crime lords. When one falls, another takes his place. It makes them difficult to defeat. The Migrant Merchants Guild has grown increasingly hostile and violent. Their criminal enforcers have acquired military-grade weaponry. Earlier today, their thugs took to the streets. They attacked our security personnel, set fires, began rioting. We're facing an armed insurrection.
Have these gangsters made any demands?
They only seem intent on destruction. For generations, the old galactic market was Coruscant's central trade hub. Its importance isn't merely economic. It's a symbol of the Republic's freedom. The comm channels are jammed. We've lost contact with our security forces. I need your help ending this crisis. The criminals must not win.
You can count on my absolute commitment, Senator. I won't disappoint you.
I look forward to your return, Master Jedi. Do whatever you must to save innocent lives from that criminal filth. Find my security chief, Captain Winborn. He'll help. Good luck.
I failed. I failed. I'm sorry, I failed. Once there were two little boys. Their names were Parkanis and something. Why can't I remember?
What's going on here?
The story. The other little boy in the... Padawan. I'm not mad. The man in the shadows is making me this way. He brings the darkness. It's coming.
The man in the shadows. I don't understand.
Parkanis! Parkanis, where are you?
Yuan! Farron, please, see Yuan back to her room. I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm Atris Finn, the researcher here. We must get to work finding a cure.
She keeps talking about someone called Parkanis. Who is that?
You don't know either? Never mind. A cure is what Yuan really needs. The problem is that the greatest collection of learning in the galaxy, the Jedi Temple here on Coruscant, has lain in ruins since the war. I believe the answer to curing Yuan is in the archives of the temple ruins, but accessing them won't be easy.
Centuries of learning scattered. We added to the Sith's victory by being careless.
The temple's artificers created a system to sort through the vast stores of knowledge. A set of 3 holocrons that served as guides. The wisdom and personalities of the Order's greatest masters were imprinted on these guides, which they called Noetikons.
These Noetikons formed a sort of virtual Jedi Council?
That's exactly it. And I need your help to recover them. The temple ruins were looted. The Noetikons were taken. I have a lead on one of them, but it's not in friendly hands. Republic security spotted some GAN scavengers carrying a Noetikon in the Migrant Merchants Guild. The Republic brought one of the GAN in for questioning, but he won't talk.
I haven't encountered any GAN before.
They're a fascinating species. Quiet, humble, very loyal to one another. The Republic officer you want is Alec Efron. He's at the security outpost with the GAN right now. And I'm working on a lead for the second Noetikon. I should have something by the time you get back. Good luck.
Welcome. Welcome to the, Old Galactic Market, sir. I'm sorry, I never met a real Jedi up close.
With respect, I'm here about your prisoner.
This is the, Gand we brought in. He was talking about that Jedi holocron you're all looking for, but he's not exactly, talkative.
You will tell me about the holocron. Who is this Lars Badig? Just tell me where it is now. You have my gratitude.
I'll bet the signals have something to do with the Gand hierarchy. Throw up the right one and you'll get their leader.
Cut power to the whole blasted planet if you have to. We can't let those crazies take over the network.
Captain Winborn, Senator Kale said you need backup. What's the situation?
We're getting cut to pieces down here. We're not trained to fight an army of killers. These gangsters are smart, organized, clearly trained off-world. They'll kill thousands. Might even destroy the Senate Tower.
The Senate Tower is nowhere near this sector.
Scum found themselves a way around that little detail. The gangsters brought slicers to access every network node in the sector. They're trying to take over the automated speeder flight paths. They'll cause thousands of mid-air collisions. It'll rain debris on the Senate Tower like a meteor storm. No telling how many will die.
Have to hand it to the bad guys. They know how to put on a show.
You're here to help us, right? The gangsters have armed patrols guarding the network access points. We need to push them back and manually lock down the terminals. Get enough terminals, we might just pull this off. My men will back you up. Good luck in there.
I hope this is right.
The fractal structure requires that it be removed for...
With all respect, Master Arca, you are incorrect. The structure only appears fractal. If you view it through the lens of the Force, you...
I don't suppose either of you is going to move past your petty geometrical squabble long enough to notice we have a visitor.
What am I looking at here?
It's the Noetikon of science. My colleagues and I were chosen to represent the Jedi spirit of scientific inquiry. Mostly those to argue. The last person to use the Noetikon got so tired of hearing these two yammer, he shut us down. It was a mercy.
Wait, Master Thoris. Where is the Jedi Temple? We seem to have been moved.
The temple has been destroyed, and its contents ransacked.
Destroyed? Has any of the knowledge been recovered?
This is the first Noetikon I found.
It seems much has changed since we were last activated. And not for the better.
Masters, I've come seeking help from my own master, UMPI. She's suffering a mysterious illness.
How terrible. Come, tell us her symptoms. Perhaps we can help.
So, she claims the darkness is coming, and talks of someone called Parkanus, and her mind is most affected.
I'm afraid we've plied our extensive knowledge of biological, chemical, and technological diseases, but this illness is beyond us.
What would you have me do?
Sometimes knowledge comes through ruling out false ideas.
For once, Master Vandar and I agree. Yuan's illness is definitely not medical, but we have accessed files that bear cross-checking. If you can find the Noetikon of Light, where Masters Noab, Nomi, and Wol guard the Jedi Order's mystical knowledge, they may be able to help.
Where is this Noetikon of Light?
We do not know. Ordinarily, it would have been connected with us in the temple, but no more.
I'm sorry we couldn't have been of more help, but it's difficult without the other parts of the Noetikon.
Find the Noetikon of Light, and seek your answer there. May the Force be with you. And remember, if you seek answers, you must always ask questions.
Man can't believe you took on all those gangsters and lived. You're a blasted hero, you know that? With the network terminals locked down, the speeder traffic is secure. Now, all that's left is pushing out those gangsters for good.
There was some kind of encrypted message on the network. Looks like a recording.
Let me see that. It's an old Migrant Merchants Guild code. I think I can decrypt it. Here we go.
You accepted our friendship, Senator Kale, and credits. It's time you paid us back. All we want are the housing projects you promised our people now.
Your people will have to wait their turn like everyone else. I owe you nothing. If you continue pushing me, I'll destroy you all.
I can't believe Senator Kale would deal with gangsters. Could that message be forged?
The call was placed directly to her office.
Your extortion attempt has failed. My people are pushing back your little army as we speak. It's over.
Nobody breaks a deal with us, Senator. We'll have what we want one way or another.
This is way above my pay grade. I'm not destroying the reputation of Coruscant's most popular politician. Take the recording. I don't want it.
I will speak to her.
She'll have a good explanation. She has to. Senator Kale has done great things for Coruscant. She's a good woman. Give her a chance. My men and I will stay down here. You should go back to the Senate Tower.
That will be all, Minister. Dismissed. Captain Winborn contacted me. You thwarted an attack that would have killed thousands. You have my gratitude. Unfortunately, you also have a holo recording I would like destroyed. Its contents will only cause harm.
Did your security chief spoil the big surprise?
The Migrant Merchants Guild warned me. They're courting my favor as if bargaining were still an option. It never was. My opponent in the elections was a vile man. Lazy, stupid, and corrupt. He wasn't interested in building, only taking, I had to win, but I didn't possess as much wealth as he did. When those gangsters approached me, I accepted their donation, and I'd do it again.
There's nothing I wouldn't do to stop my enemies. Sometimes you have to break the rules.
I regret nothing, but I've worked hard to atone for my compromises. I stole from those criminals to rebuild Coruscant for its people, set things right. I'll bring the Migrant Merchants Guild to justice. You hold the power to ensure my success. Let me finish healing this world. Please, destroy that recording.
You're all clear, Senator.
Thank you. I won't forget what you've done for me. For Coruscant.
It was my pleasure. I hope we'll continue working closely.
I promise you won't only hear from me when there's a crisis. I'll see to it you're properly recognized for your heroism in the old galactic market. Farewell.